We're all about going deep here on the deep dive, and today we're going deep on something really crucial for anybody leading sales and revenue in SaaS companies.
Yeah, for sure.
It's making sales training actually effective.
Mm-hmm.
You hear all those stats, like 70% of information forgotten in a week, 90% of skills gone in a year if they're not reinforced.
Right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So we got to find solutions that really stick.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Ron,
I'm
Plain
Nova.
Roof Nova, and our mission in this deep dive is to give you some real actionable stuff
Mm-hmm.
you can take away from some of the leading SaaS sales training programs out there.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can actually boost your team's performance and really see that revenue grow.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
So we looked at tons of different programs,
Yeah.
all sorts of features and pricing and the different ways they deliver their training,
Exactly.
all to help you kind of cut through the noise and find what really works.
Yeah, because it's not just about like checking a box and saying, oh, yeah, we did the sales training. It's really about, getting those tangible results.
Right.
Like, what is that actual outcome that you are looking for?
Yeah, and ultimately it's about, developing those core skills, that product knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and the selling techniques that translate into
Yeah.
more wins, bigger deals, shorter sales cycles,
Yeah.
the stuff that really makes a SaaS business thrive.
Absolutely.
So let's break down for our listeners, why this is so vital.
Mm-hmm.
At its heart, what does effective sales training lead to?
Well, I think
First and foremost.
you hit the nail on the head. It's product knowledge. Like,
Right.
when your team truly understands your SaaS offering inside and out, they're going to communicate that value so much better.
Right. They're not just like listing features. They're actually
Yeah, they're not just
becoming trusted advisors. They're
Yeah.
solving customer problems,
Exactly. It's about moving beyond just, like you said, listing those features and being like, we have this, we have this, we have this. It's really about saying, hey, we understand your pain points and this is how we solve them.
Right. And that's where that consultative selling comes in.
Exactly.
Really understanding the customer's unique needs.
Yeah.
And then you have that solution-based selling where you're making that clear connection
Yeah.
between your product
Yeah.
and their pain points.
Right.
And that's a huge shift.
It is.
That's what builds trust,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and ultimately you get those long-term relationships that are so valuable.
It is, and it really translates to, stronger sales performance too.
Yeah.
Because well-trained teams close more deals, right? And at higher values,
Right.
it's a direct line to hitting those revenue targets.
It is. It's a lever you can pull,
Yeah.
And especially in SaaS, customer relationships are everything.
Everything.
So training that emphasizes building that rapport and managing those relationships effectively
Yeah.
is going to create loyal customers, who come back again and again.
Right. And then they become like your advocates.
It's exactly.
They go out and they talk to other people about your product.
Word of mouth is huge.
Huge. It's the best.
Yeah. So we know why effective training is so essential, but let's talk about
And
how.
let's get practical.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Yes.
How do some of these top programs approach this whole thing?
Yeah.
And to give our listeners some real examples,
Right.
A practical overview. We've looked at several of the big names
Mm-hmm.
in the SaaS sales training world. So
The heavy hitters.
yeah, the heavy hitters.
Okay.
So first up, Revenue Academy by Winning by Design.
Oh, yeah. Winning by design.
These guys, their big thing is driving recurring revenue
Right.
through a unified go-to-market strategy.
Makes sense.
And what I thought was interesting about them is their blended learning model.
Yeah, I like that.
Combining live and online sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just one or the other.
Right.
It's both.
It's the best of both worlds.
And they also tailor their courses to different roles.
Oh, that's smart.
From SDRs all the way up to, sales leaders.
Yeah, you got to speak the language of each role.
Exactly. And they really emphasize those scientific data-driven methodologies.
Yeah, I've heard them talk about, Spice D for discovery.
Right.
And really focusing on the power of storytelling.
Yeah, and that storytelling aspect is really interesting.
It is.
Because it's not just, telling any old story.
Right.
It's about telling a story that actually resonates with the customer.
Exactly. It's about value-based storytelling.
Yes.
Crafting a narrative that doesn't just describe what your product does,
Right.
but really shows how it solves their specific problems and helps them achieve the results they want.
And that's what really, shortens those sales cycles and builds those strong client relationships that we're talking about.
Exactly. It's all connected.
Yeah, and to give you a sense of their investment level, their Selling for Impact course is priced around $1,500 for 4 live 2-hour sessions.
Got it.
So that gives you a ballpark. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so next we have Sales Done Right by John Barrows.
Oh, John Barrows. Yeah, he's great.
So his approach is all about like those practical, real-world techniques.
Yeah, he's very down to earth.
You know, he's a big believer in selling with integrity and purpose.
Yeah, he doesn't like those like sleazy sales
No,
tactics.
it's all about building trust
Right.
and improving communication skills.
Yeah, being a better communicator.
And he's got all kinds of different formats.
Oh, cool.
You know, you can do team training, individual coaching, online courses.
So there's something for everyone.
Exactly. And it's worth noting, he's got a ton of experience
Oh, yeah.
working with, you know, huge SaaS companies like Salesforce, Google, LinkedIn.
He's got the street cred.
He's been there. He's done that, you know.
Exactly.
So, and his individual training starts at like $419 a year.
Okay.
So it's pretty accessible,
Yeah, that's not bad.
you know, to a wide range of, you know, individuals and smaller teams.
Yeah, if you're just starting out.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a good option.
All right. So then there's Saleshood.
Saleshood. Oh, yeah, they're cool.
So they call themselves like a sales skills platform, really focused on boosting productivity and those win rates.
Yeah. Everybody wants more wins.
Everybody wants more wins.
For sure.
And a key feature is their on-demand content library.
Oh, nice.
So you can access, you know, whatever you need whenever you need it.
Yeah, 24/7 learning.
Exactly. But what's really interesting is they're using AI
Oh, wow.
for personalized coaching recommendations.
That's the future.
It's like having a digital coach right there with you.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And they also use gamification to keep people engaged.
Oh, that's fun.
You know,
I like that.
make it a little bit more interactive.
Yeah, definitely.
And their courses cover, you know, really practical areas like account planning, digital selling negotiation.
Yeah, the stuff you actually need to know.
Exactly. And their pricing is structured in a way that's pretty accessible.
Okay.
You know, for smaller businesses, they have an entry-level plan that's around $45 per user per month.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Especially if you have a small team.
exactly.
They're not breaking the bank.
And then they have Pro and Transform plans for larger companies, but those are custom priced.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, moving right along, we look at the Brooks Group.
Okay.
Their SaaS sales training, and they really focus specifically on SaaS.
Oh, so they're niche.
Yeah, they're really honed in on the unique challenges
Mm-hmm.
and opportunities
Yeah.
within the SaaS world.
Makes sense.
And they emphasize that consultative, value-driven sales approach.
Right. Building those relationships.
And their learning methodology is really comprehensive.
Oh, wow.
You know, they do initial assessments.
Okay.
They build customized training programs.
So it's not like cookie cutter.
No, it's tailored.
That's good.
And then they have ongoing reinforcement.
So it's not like you do the training and then you're done.
No, it's a continuous process
Well, I like that.
to make sure that learning sticks.
Right. Because what's the point if you just forget it all?
Exactly. And they use what they call their impact selling framework.
Okay.
And they've got over 40 years of experience in sales training.
Wow. They've been around.
So they've seen it all.
They've seen it all.
You know, they know what works, what doesn't work.
That's valuable.
And their pricing is typically tailored for enterprise clients.
Okay. So those bigger companies.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so then we looked at Sandler Training.
Sandler. Yeah.
You probably heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty well known.
Yeah.
And their goal is to create like highly skilled enterprise sales professionals.
Okay.
And they do that through their structured sales system.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing about their system is it can be adapted to different industries,
Oh, that's good. So it's not.
roles, company sizes.
Yeah, one size fits all.
Exactly.
It's flexible.
And they have a global network of trainers.
So you can get consistent training no matter where you are.
Exactly. No matter where you are in the world.
That's great for global companies.
Yeah. And their content covers, you know, really important areas like account management, client relationship development, navigating those complex sales cycles.
Yeah, the stuff that can make or break a deal.
Exactly. And they've got a really wide range of learning materials.
Oh, cool.
You know, from books
Okay.
to comprehensive subscription models.
So something for every budget.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
can kind of choose what works best for you.
I like that flexibility.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then we have SaaS Sales Academy.
SaaS Sales Academy. Okay.
And they're really interesting because they specifically target SaaS businesses
Mm-hmm.
in a certain revenue range.
Okay.
So they're looking at companies that are bringing in between $120,000 and $3 million.
Okay. So those kind of like growing companies.
Yeah, those scaling companies.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
And they offer this structured framework.
Mm-hmm.
They call it SaaS Academy OSS.
Wow.
Yeah. And along with that, they give you practical playbooks, templates.
Oh, nice.
They do monthly coaching sessions.
Oh, wow. So you get that ongoing support.
And they have a supportive community.
Oh, that's cool. So you
Yeah.
can connect with other people.
Exactly. So you're not in it alone.
Yeah, it's like a network.
And it seems like a really targeted approach
Yeah.
for companies in that critical growth phase.
Right, when they're trying to figure out how to scale.
Exactly. And their 7-week program is priced around $1,200.
Okay, not bad.
So it's accessible
Mm-hmm.
to a lot of, SMBs and kind of mid-sized SaaS companies.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so then we have Kevin Dorsey's B2B Sales Masterclass on Udemy.
Oh, Udemy. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's a popular platform.
Mm-hmm.
And his course is all about refining those deal closing skills,
Okay.
but without resorting to those like aggressive tactics.
Yeah, nobody likes that pushy salesperson.
Yeah, nobody wants to feel pressured.
Exactly.
So he really emphasizes building strong relationships,
Right.
conducting those high-quality discovery calls, delivering compelling demos.
Yeah, you gotta wow.
You got to wow them.
With the demo.
And handling objections effectively.
Oh, yeah, that's key.
And he's got a big focus on remote selling techniques.
Oh, that's so important these days.
It is. So many people are working remotely now.
Yeah, for sure.
And his course is very budget-friendly.
Oh, nice.
It's on Udemy, so
It's affordable.
it's very affordable. It's around $449.
Wow.
So it's a great option for, individuals or smaller teams.
Yeah, if you're on a tight budget.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
like a good
Who
one.
want to improve those closing skills.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then we have value selling virtual sales training.
Value selling.
And they specialize in building those essential value selling skills,
Right.
specifically in a virtual environment,
Oh, that's interesting.
which is so relevant today.
It is.
So many sales interactions are happening online.
Yeah, for sure.
And their framework is really focused on engaging those prospects, qualifying opportunities,
Great. Making sure it's a good fit.
advancing the sale,
Yeah, moving them through the pipeline.
and closing deals.
Of course.
And they're big on reducing the ramp-up time
Oh, that's smart.
for new hires.
Yeah, you want to get them up to speed quickly.
Exactly. You don't want them to be,
Yeah.
stuck in training forever.
No, you want them out there closing deals.
Exactly. And their pricing is customized
Okay.
based on the organization's specific needs.
So you got to reach out to them.
Yeah, you got to have a conversation.
Got it.
And then finally, we looked at the Salesforce Sales Representative Certification.
Oh, yeah. Salesforce.
And this one is really centered around a customer-centric sales approach
Mm-hmm.
and mastering the Salesforce CRM platform.
Right, because so many companies use Salesforce.
So many companies use Salesforce.
Yeah.
And the learning is self-paced
Oh, that's nice.
through Trailhead,
Trailhead.
which is Salesforce's learning platform.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a recognized industry certification.
So it's
It carries weight.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It shows, what you're doing.
And the cool thing is the learning on Trailhead is free.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so you can learn all that stuff for free.
That's a great resource.
And then the certification exam is $200
Okay, so if you want to get certified.
if you want to get that piece of paper.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've looked at a lot of different programs, all with their own unique strengths and approaches.
Yeah, there's no one size fits all
Yeah, no.
in the sauce world.
So what are your key takeaways?
Oh, thanks.
For our listeners,
Yeah.
what should they be thinking about?
I think the biggest takeaway is that investing in modern, adaptable sales training is not optional anymore.
Right.
It's essential if you want to stay competitive in the SaaS landscape.
Yeah, the old ways just don't cut it anymore.
Exactly. You need something that's going to keep up with the times.
Right, and before you even start looking at specific programs, you really need to take a hard look in the mirror
Yeah.
and assess those skill gaps within your own sales team.
Right. Where are they struggling?
Exactly. Are they struggling with outreach? Are they not qualifying leads effectively?
Yeah.
Are they not closing deals consistently?
Mm-hmm.
Different programs excel in different areas.
Absolutely.
So knowing your needs is paramount,
It's first step.
is the first step.
For sure.
And once you have a good understanding of those needs,
Mm-hmm.
then you can start evaluating those potential training partners
Yeah.
based on a few key factors.
Okay. What are those?
So think about the relevance and the freshness of their content.
Mm-hmm.
Is it tailored to size?
Right. Is it up to date?
Is it up to date?
Yeah.
What are their customization options?
Yeah. Can they tailor it to your specific needs?
Exactly. Can they adapt the training to your product and your sales process?
Mm-hmm.
What's the expertise
Yeah.
of their instructors.
Have they actually been in the trenches?
Have they been in the trenches?
You know?
Do they have that real-world experience?
Right, exactly.
And this is huge.
Right.
What kind of ongoing support and reinforcement do they provide?
Right, because it's not a one and done.
No, it's not a one and done.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to stick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want that learning to translate into real behavioral change on the ground.
And don't overlook those emerging trends.
Yeah.
Like AI for personalized coaching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talked about SalesHood doing that.
Yeah, they're on the cutting edge.
And the flexibility and scalability of virtual training.
Right, because that's not going away.
No, that's here to stay.
Yeah.
So those are important things to think about.
Absolutely.
For your long-term strategy.
Mm-hmm.
So for our listeners,
Yeah.
a really practical first step
Okay.
is just to spend some time exploring some of these programs.
Yeah.
Do your research.
Do your research, download some materials, request a demo.
And start thinking about which one of these approaches is going to best address your specific challenges and goals.
Right, because what works for one company might not work for another.
Exactly. There's no silver bullet.
No.
So you got to find what's right for you.
Yeah, find the right fit.
So just to recap,
Okay.
we've gone deep on SaaS sales training.
We have.
We've talked about its importance in driving revenue.
Absolutely.
We've looked at a whole bunch of different programs.
Yeah, good mix.
A good mix.
Of different approaches.
And our goal here has been to give you, our listeners, the knowledge to make those informed decisions.
Yeah, empower you.
Empower you.
To make the best choice for your team.
Exactly. Because when you invest in training,
Mm-hmm.
that really resonates with how your team learns and how they engage with customers.
Yeah.
You're going to see those improvements in your sales performance.
Absolutely.
And ultimately hit those revenue targets.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, so here's a final thought to leave you with.
I like it.
We know that top performing sales organizations, they consistently prioritize impactful training. So the question is, what is that one critical skill gap within your sales team?
That's a good question.
That if you addressed it strategically through targeted training, could unlock that next level growth for your entire company.
That's deep.
It's a question worth exploring.
It is. I'm going to go think about that.
Yeah, I think we all should.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to The Deep Dive.
See ya.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.